That's what I thought. We left the meeting saying that we would agree the 3 motions with an amendment from your motion. So could we...
Happy to copy our motion, Lord Mayor.
Lord Mayor, Councillor Murray's motion was emailed to all councillors today. So, no, sorry.
Point of order,
sorry, Councillor Smith. Sorry, just be quiet. I know there's a lot of confusion, but just bear with me. Councillor Smith.
Yeah, a point of order, please, because I'm quite concerned that we're rushing through a series of motions on an extraordinarily serious issue nationally. This isn't just about your backyard. This is a national issue and we could be setting a trend here. Now, I'm just wondering, did the manager say that he advised against this? And if so, can we hear why? And if he did advise against it, can we park this till we have time to get a full report from management?
No, nobody advised against this whatsoever, Councillor Smith.
Well, could I ask that we park these motions? Look at the time. We've got half an hour left. And we have to deal with these before 9 o'clock. There's a whole lot of stuff in here that I don't think we're given justified time and consideration to. And I understand the next meeting isn't until November, but there's local area committees and there's an SPC and all before that. Or else we can call a special meeting.
Bob Mayor, a point of order. We all agree these motions. I don't know what the issue is.
Sorry. At the CPG meeting today, we agreed, and I left that, and I don't know where the confusion has arose. We left the CPG meeting today agreeing that 7, 10 and 12 would be agreed, and that Councillor O'Meary would amend his motion. Apologies that you don't have these motions in front of you.
Clarify, we agreed that they'd be put to the meeting.
Yes,
we didn't agree that we'd be agreed.
Sorry, they agreed that they would be put to the meeting. And as far as I remember, we agreed without debate. Now, there's probably going to be, yes, we did agree without debate, but people are probably going to come in and say no.
Well, Lord Mayor, it must be, I misunderstood on the basis that I thought there would be an amendment and therefore they weren't circulated, and I said there was no need to circulate them. But we can arrange to have copies now, or I can read out the motions, because I think there is general agreement about the motions.
Okay, I'm going to start reading them out. Okay,
the first motion is motion number 7, and it reads as follows. It's in the names of Councillor Nisho Murray, Kieran Binchy and Noel Rock. That this City Council calls on the Chief Executive to declare the provision of 150 units of modular housing by Dublin City Council in its functional area an emergency measure to alleviate the current homeless crisis in the city, so that it comes within the ambit of Section 179(6)(b) of the Planning and Development Act 2000 as amended. Now, Councillor O'Murray and the Fine Gael councillors have submitted an amendment to delete the words 150 units of from the motion.
Sorry, just a point of order. The amendment is in my name, but it is in Councillor Doolan has seconded that amendment.
That's right. Proposed by Councillor Nisho Murray, seconded by Councillor Daithí Doolan, that the reference to the 150 units be deleted from that motion.
Can you read the amended motion? So will you just take out?
So the amended motion reads as follows: that this City Council calls on the Chief Executive to declare the provision of modular housing by Dublin City Council in its functional area an emergency measure to alleviate the current homeless crisis in the city, so that it comes within the ambit of Section 179(6)(b) of the Planning and Development Act 2000 as amended. Is that agreed?
Sorry, I have to object to the way this is being done. And for starters, if you're going to agree this, I'm going to get 5 councillors to stand up and demand a roll call vote on it, because this is just being rushed through with no consideration being given to the pros and cons of it. There's no report from management. We don't know where these things are going. We don't know if there's access to service. There's no guarantee that they're not going to become a permanent feature. This is mad, not having a proper debate on this.
Okay, listen, I understand the fears. I'm actually going to ask councillors. I think we need to have just a special meeting on this with that one item agenda, and we need to do it as soon as possible. Can I ask the Chair of the House SPC to come in and comment on that, please, and how soon that can be accommodated?
I think first of all we need to put this into context. The motion that is in my name, in front of Janice Boylan, Ray McHughes and Greg Kelly's, that was emailed to all parties. That was the motion that was agreed at the Housing SPC unanimously by all parties. Some of the people most vociferous about their concern, the party was represented at every strand of that debate, received an email outlining this motion, was at the CPG when we debated this. It is internal communication problems, needs to be sorted outside this room. This is an issue of pressing importance, and we've all agreed continuously we need to press ahead with it. If we kick for touch, I think it shows it's wholly unacceptable and irresponsible of the City Council. But if in the interest of best practice, if people want to have an extraordinary council meeting to debate this issue, let's have it as a matter of urgency next week. But I would ask, with all due respect, I haven't interrupted anybody. I've sat, I've listened. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, with all due respect, we've debated and discussed this for over a year now. These motions allow us to move on. All the parties received a copy of this motion today at lunchtime, and it was supported.
A point of information, Lord Mayor, did you not ask Councillor Doolan the question, when could the Housing SPC facilitate a meeting?
Okay,
I didn't think you asked him for a diatribe.
Excuse me,
with all due respect, I said next week. Next week.
Seriously, let's all just stop. Stand, Cunis. Could I please have a show of hands for those in favour of an extraordinary meeting to deal with this, which will last 1 hour?
These are already tabled at this.
Okay, well, hold on.
They're already on the agenda now as emergency motions.
Okay, I'm going to extend the meeting. Okay. Can I have hands up in favour of those to extend the meeting till 10 o'clock tonight? No.
Can I just make a point about the point of a debate is to have an informed debate, and I actually second your motion to have a special meeting, because hopefully by then we'll have more information from management in relation to, for example, where these houses are going to be located. We're asked to make a decision with no information. So can we please get the information that we need to have an informed debate?
On a point of order, Lord Mayor, on a point of order, the Chief Executive at our CPG meeting informed us that he does have powers to proceed without reference to the City Council. He was looking for direction and support, which was forthcoming at that meeting. The CEO did undertake to speak to local councillors as to where the units were going, but they're all existing social housing unit sites. So I think it is a very safe proposal. We don't have the nth degree of detail. We need to move. It's a crisis situation. We're trying to do something between now and Christmas. We're 34-day procurement cycle. 34 days starting today, or do you want the 34 days to start in 10 days' time, or do you want the 34 days to never start? Thank you.
You might be happy
sorry,
sorry,
excuse me, there have been councillors that have been waiting and are waiting their turn. Councillor Perry.
Thanks, Lord Mayor. Lord Mayor, I think it's absolutely unacceptable that I'm now seeing this motion for the first time at this hour of night, and I'm expected to digest it and debate it. I'm not saying I'm against or for it, because I don't actually know. And what I would ask is that this never happens again, that all emergency motions are circulated. It's been something that I've been harping on about for months, and for some reason they refuse to circulate the emergency motions, regardless of whether they're taken or not. But this is absolutely unacceptable, and there's no way that I believe we should be voting on something that I haven't even read.
Lacey.
We've been talking about the issue of modular housing for months now, and I want to support Councillors Doolan and Councillor McGinley and other councillors who said we know what the issues are. There are people homeless. We can help those homeless people tonight by making a decision, and I believe we should support. There are wider issues about housing I'm quite happy to debate. Here is a proposal to tackle them, and let's tackle them, and let's not ask homeless people to wait while we have some sort of ideological debate. I support voting for and all three motions tonight. We don't need to have the debate. We've had the debate for the last couple of months. Let's actually do something, and we can do something tonight by voting for these motions.
Hear, hear. Could you Councillor Lacey, please, Councillor, stop shouting across the floor. Okay, I'm looking for. No, there's no more speakers. I'm looking for agreement. Are we extending this meeting to 10 o'clock? No. Okay.
Lord Mayor, can we put the motions, please?
Put the motions, Lord Mayor. I'd like to put the motions.
Okay. Can I just explain? Because I'm confused. I'm sure there are other people confused. I'm going to suspend standing orders now to take the motions. Where can we bring in the option where we can extend the meeting till 10 o'clock so people can actually discuss this?
On a point of order, Lord Mayor.
Okay.
On a point of order, Lord Mayor. In the point of order.
It is standing orders that emergency motions get taken at 9 o'clock. For the last 4 years of my time in the Council, we've put up with non-emergency motions being pushed. We now have a motion on an emergency issue that you are accepting as an emergency, so therefore is in order that you are that we are being asked to either debate or just put the question. I would be happy to put the question.
I'm going to put the question.
Sorry, point of order.
Those in favour of all three motions.
Sorry, Lord Mayor.
With the amendment.
Sorry, Lord Mayor, point of order. Do we not have to vote on suspending standing orders like we did at the last one?
Sorry, could everybody please bear with me? This is a learning curve for me as well. I've already ruled that I'm taking up as emergency motions. I don't need to suspend standing orders. Okay, so can we please vote on the three emergency motions, including the amendment to
roll call vote,
Rory?
please. Roll call.
Yeah. Okay, excuse me. We're going to take the motions separately, just so as I want to be safe in the knowledge that I've done it correct. So we're going to take motion 7 first. Will I read it out as amended? So we're going to take. Are we taking this motion as amended? Motion is motion.
Are we getting a roll call
members?
Yes, we stood up. 5 of us stood up already. We can stand up.
Lord
again.
Mayor, you have to take a vote on the amended motion now, I think. Yeah, we have a roll call.
Sorry, so, no, I'm just checking. That's 5 people up for a roll call vote. So we'll be calling for...
You can all vote now. It's on the amended motion, emergency motion number 7.
So the result is 50 members in favour, 1 against and 5 abstentions. So that motion is carried as amended.
Lord Mayor, could I just make point of order? Could I just make one comment? I voted too late. I think I'm there as somebody who abstained. I didn't deliberately abstain. I was going to the vote against.
Order. Point of order, Order. Point of order. Yeah, no, just to say, I mean, I voted for the motion. Just can we ask, that it is a point of order, can we ask that in future, where there is a CPG meeting and whatever people are involved, that we get clarity in terms of the proper circulation of the motions and that we know exactly where we stand. We could have avoided a lot of that confusion if the circulation had been done. It took me ages to figure out what we were actually voting on. So can we just make sure that that happens in the future?
Agreed. Next.
Sorry. Order. You took a show of hands earlier on about extending the meeting to 10 o'clock. You obtained a majority for the extended at 10, and then it's been unpicked in the course of a subsequent discussion. So can we? You put the question earlier on, and you took a show of hands, Lord Mayor, on extending it to 10 o'clock.
There was nothing agreed because everybody started shouting in. I never got to finish anything that I started because of all the commotion, Councillor O'Brien. So.
Lord Mayor, you're putting the remaining motions to a vote.
Can we just get these motions over, please?
The next motion is motion 10 in the names of Councillors Daithí Doolan, Janice Boylan, Ray McHugh and Greg Kelly. Is agreed?
Sorry, when we stood up, we meant on the whole block of motions. Now we can stand up
all vote
times
now.
if you want us to.
Everybody can vote now on number 10.
So
we agreed a roll call vote for all 3 motions.
If members would vote now on this motion. And the result is 48 in favour, 2 against and 4 abstentions. So that motion is carried as well.